guys, I am Dave Darren. I wanted to properly introduce myself to this new Facebook group I belong to called the Art Bell Experience. Now, I've been posting on there periodically about me doing a show in the flavor of Art Bell, not to replace Art Bell, not even to approach Art Bell's vast, tremendous voice on the air, because he was really good. He's passed away, and that was a bummer. And I'll tell you why I have an interest in doing this. By the way, I'm not trying to do it to popularize myself and be the number one guy on this Facebook group. I just thought it'd be fun to do it, see if I could pull it off, see if I could create some excitement, some buzz for you guys that miss him, because I obviously missed the guy. And I'll tell you the experience I had with Art Bell and what Art Bell did to me as a person interested in radio, because obviously Art Bell was tremendously drawn to radio. He loved radio. He always talked about his enjoyment, his interest in continuing in radio, whether it was regular AM radio, terrestrial radio. Then I know he went to shortwave radio, and he was a guy that was into ham radio, so he did all that kind of stuff. And I understand the enthusiasm and the interest. Here's how I started with Art Bell and my interest in radio, just to give you a quick synopsis of this. I lived in Wilmington, Delaware. I used to work for IBM, International Business Machines, which actually stands for I've Been Moved, because they move you all over the country. I was fortunate enough that they kept me on the East Coast. I lived in Wilmington, Delaware. They sent me on jobs in Southbury, Connecticut, 250 miles away, and also Endicott, New York, another 250 miles away. Now, I could have jumped on an airplane, but then by the time you jump on an airplane, get there early, do all the baggage stuff and all that, it's probably about a 5-hour commute, so I decided to drive. It seemed easier just to drive. I could take my dog with me. She could enjoy the Southbury, Connecticut. It was a easier thing to commute, be a drive. But my wife's cute, so I wanted to make sure, despite the fact that I look like this, my wife's pretty attractive. So to leave her alone on the weekend was kind of sad for me, sad for her. Plus, you never know. Extramarital affairs can start up that way, so you don't want to do that. So I used to enjoy the full weekend, and I used to leave 3 in the morning on Monday. Can you believe that? 3 in the morning Monday to drive 5 hours straight through, park in the parking lot, check into the hotel first, park in the parking lot, and go right to work. Brutal existence. But it was more brutal to think about my weekend on Saturday, knowing that on Sunday afternoon I had to pack up and leave on Sunday afternoon to drive so I could stay overnight Sunday night and be fresh in the morning for Monday. I wasn't enjoying the weekends that way. So I would leave on Monday morning, 3 o'clock in the morning. I'd get in the car, you listen to music, and you know what's going to start to happen? You're going to be part of the ghost hauntings that Art Bell used to talk about. I would probably be haunting people on the highway because I would have been passed away because I died listening to music on the radio. I would tune into Art Bell. He would keep me alive, keep me enthralled in the dialogue. It was interesting, and it got me involved to listen in. Now, I never called in because I'm driving on the highway. That's another way of dying on the highway is if you use your cell phone, you dial in and talk to a talk show, and you start to lose focus on the highway. I used to listen to Art Bell. I thought he was tremendous. I thought his dialogue was, it captured the interest. The callers captured my interest. And that's why I decided, I've been doing terrestrial radio for a while. Art Bell actually got me involved. I blame Art Bell for getting me entranced in this constant interest in radio, which is a brutal existence, by the way. But so now here I'm trying to do a show just to pay homage and tribute to Art Bell. I don't know if I'll do more than one show. Maybe it'll be fun. Maybe you guys will be interested in talking to me about the experiences that you've had that you haven't been able to share with Art Bell. Or George Noory, I know he took over for Art Bell. Actually, after George finished his program and Art Bell kind of took it over, I listened to Art Bell periodically, but I wasn't doing that commute any longer. And kind of George didn't really do it for me. I really like when you focus on one guy, Art Bell, and someone takes over for him, it's a hard transition. It really is difficult. And maybe I never gave George the chance to really work into my groove. I don't know. But so here I am trying to not fill in the gap, but trying to see what kind of fun out there has been missing since Art Bell has passed away. If you have an interest in doing the show with me, sharing your experience, sharing it in video if you choose to, or if you just feel like calling in to not share your video alongside of me, because that's what I do. If you want to be on the program in video, I'll have you side by side on the screen with me. To share your experience, if you've seen a UFO, if you've been inducted by inducted. Maybe you have been inducted. Maybe you're going to call in from space. If you have been abducted, I've actually been in Roswell, New Mexico, and I did actually a show from there. where I actually did a topic similar to Art Bell a long time ago. And it was funny, actually, I went to that little museum that they got there in Roswell, where they got the simulated spacecraft and the aliens. And I brought my dog in there, and my dog was barking at the aliens. It was kind of fun. So if you have an interest in a fun show like this, which could be really, could be a blast. Let's check it out. If you have an interest, contact me at dave@davedarin.com. Darin is spelled D-A-R-I-N, dave@davedarin.com. Or you can text message me at 609-467-4000. And let's try a little bit of fun. All right? Interested? Let me know. Talk to you guys later. Cheers.